EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the New York Jets.
Brett Maher to kick off for the Jets.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. He'll have a first down past the 40 and finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
At the 44-yard line.
Now Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now. Allen, and Diggs has it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Allen now looks to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackler miss, whether he's in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
At the 9.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll run here with the former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
brought down.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
Complete to
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
He'll air this one out for Mims. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Denzel Mims, 50 yards. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Shoot! Shoot! Alert! Alert! Go!
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
10 at their own 40.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 45. After the interception, here's Darnold. He'll air this one out for Mims. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Levi Wallace with a pick. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Going deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 75 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Man, we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down. That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
43 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a first down carry by Bell. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line. Here's Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He finds Yeldon. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
He may try and run for this. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Returnable here for Davis. And he returns this to the 22.
Ashton Davis on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
Catch by Le'Veon Bell, and in 2019, 66 catches, but just 461 yards. Both of those totals well short of his career highs. An important piece of any offense with his ability to...
Darnold, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
That one was intended for John Brown, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run here with Singletary. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Devin Singletary.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
complete.
They dialed up the blitz on third down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Davis on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap?
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point safely through. And a rout is on here in this first half.
To kick off for Buffalo.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A gain of 11 on
ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
A
he'll air this one out deep for Perriman. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
Brashad Perriman, 62 yards. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
The kick is good.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Bills 37, Jets 20.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
working with a 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. That one complete to Yeldon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Bills.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Lee Smith.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Operating from the gun. Allen looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. From the gun, Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Allen to Beasley, first down, Buffalo.
First and 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the 24-yard line.
2nd and 12.
57. Let's go. 57 to Mike.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Play action. Now it's Allen. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to...
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Bills 44, Jets 20.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Returnable here for Davis. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Davis on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes too strong as he's in for the sack.
And there's a sack by Jerry Hughes, and I wonder how many times it goes through his head that in his youth, he was playing offense and trying to avoid the fate that he's putting on quarterbacks play in and play out. He's a guy who knows how to get to the quarterback with speed and with power.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down.
Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Matt Milano in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts.
Brett Maher to kick off for the Jets.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives drives that end up in points. It's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. On 2nd and 7, Allen. He'll buy some time right. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
Jets.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Bills 44, Jets 30.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
44.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
That's good for
a big play here for the Bills. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
The stop made by Gerald McCoy. A 7-yard pickup. Brings
Singletary again.
At the 17.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Throwing now is Allen. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And they'll run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Tackle made.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Right there. 54, right there.
Now Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Darnold now to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he finds Beasley complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Pierre Desir. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
At the Bills' 12-yard.
Again, it's Bell. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Now Bell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On second down, it's Bell. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Tremaine Edmonds on the
call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
complete.
Brashad Perriman, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Good.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
On their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They go right back to Singletary. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Allen finding Brown for a Bills first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 8 coming up. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And John Brown's got it complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Bills 54, Jets 44. Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time, but it'll be second down.
At the 25-yard line.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Now it's Darnold. Able to connect with Mims. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of